Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is video 1 of my podcast. I haven't named it yet because as of right now, I just feel like I just wanted to talk. So anything that comes up in my mind or anything that I experience or anything that I go through, I just wanted to talk about it, and just put it on paper and put it on video. So this is the video 1, like I said, of my podcast, and I wanted to talk about a dream that I had, and I wanted to share it because it was so profound, and I still, right now, I think about it every day, and I think it's a daily reminder, and then so I just wanted to share it for all of you parents out there, and even friends. So the dream started out where there's this little boy and his mom, and they were like in an arena. And the boy was getting an award. So he was about maybe 7 or 8, and he was getting an award. And when he got the award, nobody cheered or clapped. And this was a big arena. Nobody cheered, nobody clapped. It was only when he opened his mouth and he had an accent, and he said something about getting the award where everybody cheered. So apparently he had this really unique accent, right? Where people just fell in love with, and so he became the boy with the accent, right? And so at nighttime, I guess maybe after they had got home, his mom was walking by his room, and he said, "Good night, mommy." And she kind of turned and started walking in his room, and she said, "Where's my accent?" So apparently he had said "good night, mommy" in his regular voice. And so he said, "What's wrong, mommy? Am I not your little boy anymore?" And so he said it kind of smart, like a smart aleck. And she kind of scowled him and said, "Oh no." But she said it like really firmly, right? And so she kind of looked at him for a moment, and he looked at her. And right in that moment, he says, "What's your fear, mama?" And I swear, you guys, like, I really wish that I would have got up and wrote it all down, because he did the most poetic read that I have ever heard of in my dream, in the real world. I mean, he read his mom basically for the filth, but it was so poetically done, and it was done with such genuineness and love to where he kind of set her straight. And I woke up and I wrote down the ending part. So the only part that I caught that I could really remember is he said, "Are you afraid that I'm really just the boy of a father who's a maker and a mom that's a drummer?" And then he said, "Are you afraid that my lessons of the boy with the accent will be lesser than my lessons that are set for me, and my lessons, or the lessons that are set, or I really want to get it straight." He said, let me get out my piece of paper. He said, "Yeah, are you afraid that the lessons that are the lessons of the accent boy are going to be lesser than the lessons that are supposed to be mine and mine alone?" So basically the lessons of his own with his regular voice. And it's just, I woke up and it just had me thinking that, as a parent, and I say this to all parents out there, and I take this as a fear, I never want my daughter to think that she is not enough. And I hope that I never portray to her that she is not enough, that her looks are not enough, that her body, her mind, her intelligence, the limitations that God may give her, I never want her to know or even think that they are not enough, because they are. The way our kids are, the way they grow up, they will always be enough. And we should show them that they are always enough. And that is something that I have never stopped thinking about. And I'm happy that that dream came to me, because that is one thing that I pray that I never ever show my daughter that she is not enough, because the world will do that already, right? When she grows up, or when our kids grow up and they get into society is ready to tear them down on a lot of days and show them that they're not enough. And there's always skills that we can master, right, to be better. But when it comes to just our regular self, I always want her to be you. I want to show her that her being her will always be enough. And like I said, the way she looks, the way she acts, her intelligence, and what God will give her is hers and hers alone. The lessons are hers and hers alone, and I don't want her to experience life being anybody other than herself, because she is enough. So for all you parents out there, I hope y'all kind of take this podcast and think about it yourselves, and just remember that if you have kids out there, let's always make sure that they know that they are enough, and what they do in life will always be enough.